I'm Jessica Mitton for IB Times TV, reporting from the floor of the New York Stock Exchange, and joining me again is Peter Cardillo of Rockwell Global Capital. Now, today is Black Friday, so as the mayhem ensues with shoppers going to, Walmart, all these big retailers, what are your sales projections for Black Friday as well as Cyber Monday?
I think they're going to be pretty good, and I think they're going to beat expectations. In fact, I think Cyber Monday and the e-commerce obviously is going to break records this year, simply because of the fact that, while here in the Northeast so far the weather has not been a factor, certainly in the Midwest it has been a factor. So I think we're going to see more and more people get on the online. And if you look around the city here, I noticed that in my own neighborhood where I live, I see a lot of UPS cars, already bringing in packages. So that's a real good sign, and I think that the Christmas season spending is going to be a good one.
Now, the fourth quarter is such a huge quarter for consumer spending, which is about 70% of GDP. What are your projections for the fourth quarter for GDP?
Gross domestic product for the fourth quarter probably is going to be close to 3%. I would say around 2.9%. In fact, we have a revision of the third quarter next week, which I'm expecting a little slight pullback to about 2.7%. But that bodes well for the fourth quarter. And of course, next week we have a slew of economic data, and of course, I think it's going to be a very critical week in terms of the Federal Reserve. I think the FOMC is probably setting itself up for an announcement in December for a pullback on stimulants, and of course, I'm referring to three major economic numbers next week. The first, obviously, will be the labor report, and I'm looking for an increase of about 225,000 non-farms, with a decline in total unemployment to 7.2%. And that should basically confirm the fact that while most of the jobs are going to come in on the part-time basis, that's the new norm. And by the way, the fact that Mr. Obama has pushed back for 1 year small businesses to be included in the Obamacare program that is enlisting, I think that gives small businesses an incentive to go out and hire. So I'm looking for a good number in terms of the non-farms. Then we have gross domestic product, which we mentioned a few moments ago, and then of course we have the beige book, and I think the beige book is going to also set the tone for the Feds to begin trimming in December. And then there's a whole slew of economic numbers. We have the manufacturing, we have consumer spending, personal spending, which should come in around 0.3%. We have personal income. By the way, personal income, if you take the average throughout the whole year, it's been quite good. And I think that's a prelude to the fact that Christmas sales are going to be good.
And we're also getting those motor vehicle sales next week as well. What projections do you have for that data?
I'm a little lower on the from the previous month. I believe I'm at 15.29 million total. But I think that's just because of the fact that a lot of people are probably going to be putting off buying cars last month for Christmas shopping, and then that will resume most likely in January, February.